Hello. Oh, wow. The reception's really bad. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's the reception.
Hola, hola.
Let's see. We got Priscilla.
Camarón sin cola.
And Tuxedo Cat. Okay. Hold on. Let me do something. Oh, that was right there. Hey, Sharon. Okay, I got moderators in the room. I got moderators. Hey, Sharon. Hi, Mama Bear. Naomi, Teresa.
Hey, everyone.
Kathy. I got Yoda with me. Sorry about the interruption. We are not at home, as you can tell. I'm not sure if you guys went to Yoda's channel this morning to get a preview of where we are. You want to tell them?
Yeah, we're in Arroyo Grande. I posted a video this morning because I get up really early.
Not me.
And I posted a video, a preview, because I haven't done the video of the whole property, but I posted a video this morning of the top part of the property. And then this afternoon, I posted a video of the dinner that we were preparing. So I'll be posting videos over the weekend of what we will be doing. I'll be going on a hike tomorrow morning.
Not me. Too early.
Apparently, Miss Becca's not going with me, so I'll be doing that hike by myself tomorrow morning. So I'll be posting that on my channel. Reflections of my shadow.
Yes.
I'll be posting that sometime tomorrow. If I don't get eaten by a bear, because there might be bears and mountain lions.
Do you have the bell?
No, I don't have a bell. I have my other stuff.
So if you guys haven't checked out Yoda's channel, it is Reflections of My Shadow. That's the name of her YouTube channel. She called me, when was it? Was it Wednesday? No, Tuesday. Called me Tuesday. Hey, do you want to go to Slow?
I can't. No, I can't.
I can't.
And then we got off the phone. And we're like, okay, she can't go because Peanut was going somewhere, so she couldn't leave Moose alone. So that was that. And then on yesterday morning, I called her. And I was like, well, you all packed because you can bring Moose with you. So,
yep.
She's here.
Yep. Drove up here. Got here, what, a little after midnight?
I was like, bitch, pack your bags. Be spontaneous. Let's go.
She drugged me out of the house. So, yep, we're up in San Luis Obispo. So I think we're going to try to go out to Morro Bay, Morro Rock tomorrow because she's never been.
I've been to Morro Rock. We climbed that bitch.
Yeah. So it's beautiful up there. And then I haven't been up this way. It's been a while. It's been a few years. And over in Pismo Beach, the best sourdough clam chowder ever at Splash Cafe. So I'm like, we need to go to Splash Cafe because it's been years since I've had.
I love clam chowder.
Girl, it's a
we had it when we went to Oregon. Remember when we went to the
we went but
that was really good.
But it wasn't in a sourdough bowl. It was just a bowl, right? Yeah, it was just a bowl. Here it's huge. It's a sourdough bowl with the thing. You take the lid off and while you're eating the clam chowder, you get the pieces of the dough from it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Well, I had it at Pismo Beach when I went years ago.
Yeah, because Pismo's right over there. This way. They said that was west. So she said we're about 10-15 minutes from Pismo and about 15 minutes from Morro. So, and she dragged me out because it's a friend that I haven't seen. We were talking about that today. It's been like 10 years since I've seen her. And it's ridiculous because this is only like a 3.5 hour drive?
No, 4
hour drive.
4.5, 5. Yeah.
And I haven't been up here That's ridiculous. But if you guys go to her channel, you can see the tour that Yoda did this morning of the property. It's beautiful. Like this right here is a cabin that we're staying in. Let's see if I can show them. See, it's got like a kitchenette.
You got a mess. I'll do a video tomorrow because I was supposed to do a video because initially we came in at
we were at the barn. We were in the barn.
The Naughty Nest. So there was a couple little cabins on the property. So we came in, stayed at a different cabin last night, and
because you thought we had Moose with us.
Yeah. So because we were supposed to have a dog, but we didn't. So in the morning we moved.
Yeah, we moved over here.
This one's cozier and
updated.
It's got a full kitchen and closet space, and I need closet space because I need a place for everything. So we moved in here this morning.
But the whole property is just amazing. And then the video that Yoda did today, making the salsa and stuff.
Oh yeah, we went to the garden and we picked the tomatoes.
We should do a tour of the garden tomorrow. Show them the tomatoes.
Well, we picked
peppers.
Them
No, there's still more tomatoes on there.
Yeah.
Peppers, strawberries.
Well, the babies picked the strawberries.
Oh yeah. There should be more in there though.
So we picked the tomatoes, and today in my video, you see me making the salsa out of the tomatoes that we picked in the garden. So I made a red salsa out of that.
It was really good. Nice and super spicy.
Thanks, Apple. Yeah, it was really tasty.
It was very tasty.
That's what we had for dinner. We had chicharron tacos.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't eat it in a taco. But
I didn't eat it in a taco. I had the rice that she made, which is on her video.
Right.
With the beans that she made, which is on her video, with the chicharrones, and I put the salsa that we made on the top. And it was so good. Like I had 2 plates and I was ready for a third. Let me tell you.
It was good. It came out good.
It was really good. So tomorrow she's going to go for a hike. She's going to film that. And then she's probably going to do a video about the property and stuff. Mm-hmm. And these cottages, they rent out for B&Bs, right?
Maybe one down there.
Okay.
But yeah.
So if you're in California and you want to be out in slow.
No.
Okay. So, but it's so pretty. Oh, we need to go see the horses too.
Oh yeah.
Because supposedly see. Okay.
No, I don't know the full name of the place because that's private. It's a private ranch as well. So
that'll be fun. So Yoda and I decided we're going to start playing the lotto and hit the lotto and buy a ranch.
Have our own ranch.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have a ranch up here in San Luis Obispo. So let's see. Lucky girl. Hey, lucky girl. Sharon, Patricia, 2535. Hey, Terry. Renee, Mother Nature, Sharon.
We're in Arroyo Grande in San Luis Obispo, you guys, if you missed it.
Arroyo Grande in St. Louis Obispo. San
Luis Obispo.
SAN. So, and I was telling Yoda too, because Yoda's never been to Hertz Castle up, which is, Leah was saying it's like 45 minutes from here, San Simeon. She's never been. And I'm like, that's what we need to do. We need to plan another weekend, stay at Leah's, and drive up to San Simeon because it's a ginormous freaking castle. Last time I went a few years ago, it was under renovation. So the pool, the big Greek pool, had no water in it because they were renovating it. And other parts of the tour were closed down. But that guy used to have his own zoo. Mm-hmm. It's like, you can't do the whole thing in one day. There's separate tours that you can take. But that would be fun to do with
castles.
To do with her is to perhaps maybe in the spring or something, because San Simeon gets really, where it's at on top of the mountain, gets very overcast and stuff. On a clear day, you can see out to the ocean. But
thank you, Mother Nature.
Make plans, stay here for another weekend with Leah and stuff, and
we'll
drive up
do that.
to the castle. That would be fun. Let me see. Hi, Virgo. Hey, Sunflower. And I wanted to say, sorry about the reception. It's just the Wi-Fi here. We'll be on Johnny's channel Sunday night. I believe Adrian is joining us. We have Wi-Fi, but it's like, as you can see, it looks very grainy. I wanted to say, and I don't know how to say it. I don't like to say Happy Veterans Day, you know, because I don't know. It just doesn't.
Well, it's a Veterans Appreciation Day. Thank you, Veterans Day.
Thank you to our veterans, family members of veterans, spouses of veterans. That's hard. Children of veterans. That's hard. Everybody who has served. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I know. I didn't even get my free donut today.
Oh.
Krispy Kreme. You got a free donut and a free coffee.
You know, you would have had free breakfast.
I could have had free breakfast, free lunch, free dinner.
The International House of Pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
You have free pancakes.
Mm-hmm. But no, we just stayed here all day.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
So tired. But yeah,
I'm on 3 hours of sleep, but like my internal clock gets up at 4:35, and yep, it woke up at that time, and I was bustling about in the room looking for my phone, the charger. It wasn't working. My phone was about to die, and I gave it a charge, and then I decided once, you know, there was a crack of light, I got out there and started recording, as I promised a video, and there's going to be several this weekend because there's just so much. There's so much to look at, and it's so beautiful out here. You know, I'm like, I was
looking at the hills and they're just green. I'm like,
oh. I know. Oh, and last night when we were coming in, there was a deer like right on the side of the road, and I probably
Yoda's like
killed
this.
it.
Yoda's like this driving, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's a deer, and she's like, huh? And thank God it stayed on the side of the road.
I know that it didn't like jump out into the road
and wrecked the car and got us into an accident.
I'm like, that would have ruined the weekend.
That would have totally ruined the damn weekend, and it didn't. It just sat there eating its food, and I'm like, deer. But I see
you were eating your fries.
Eating my fries. Like, we're gonna hit a deer. I see T-Barb. Hi, T-Barb and Sunflower.
Hey, T-Barb.
So yeah, that was our little venture up here. I know I haven't been on much during the week. I've just been kind of like taking a break from all the political bull crap and reading. Been reading a lot.
Oh yeah.
So just kind of unplugging. Hi, Mother Nature. I don't know. I didn't bring all of my equipment to do a grand tableau because that was just, I brought a tiny little carry-on luggage bag.
Oh my gosh.
One tiny little carry-on luggage bag. And then I had a separate like over the shoulder bag for extra pairs of shoes. So I brought like, you know, my tennis shoes, hiking shoes, and my Ugg boots because we thought it was going to be cold. And then we checked the weather. The weather over there in San Diego said, yeah, 73, 74, and then like in the 40s and 50s that night. And then we got here and they're like, oh, it's going to be 80 something. I'm like, wait, I looked at the weather for San Luis Obispo and it's like 80 something degrees. So, so I didn't want to pack a whole bunch of stuff. So I left all that stuff at home. So all I have is my laptop and I'm using the camera on my laptop. So I didn't bring all the other stuff to do grand tableaus.
I brought a full suitcase packed with like 2 weeks of clothes, warm clothes, and weighs about 70 pounds. And I didn't pack for hot weather. So there's that. And so today, already wasted a day, dressed in boots, and I was wearing another pair of warm pants, sweatpants that have the fleece on the inside that I put on. You know, we came in last night around 12:30, showered and put on the warm boots. I mean, the warm pants, boots, and a warm sweatshirt, and that's what I wore all day today.
I didn't get out of my pajamas.
Yeah, we were pretty disgusting.
Yeah, we were ragged. We were like trash pandas. Like I didn't get out of my pajamas until after I woke up from my nap to take a shower before we went down there to go eat. I was like, I am not changing on vacation.
I barely showered before dinner. Like I cooked and then I came up and
I was passed out on this
Yeah.
this futon here. I'm like passed out.
I took like a 10-minute nap and then showered and yeah.
I'm like
living the dream.
Being a bum. It's great. It's fantastical. So yeah, there's that. And then I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. Because
It's relaxing.
yeah, just relaxing. But like we were just talking that we haven't done a live together in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Months.
I know.
Since July.
Has it been since
It-
July?
I think the last time was
That's
in
like
July,
4
beginning
months?
of July.
4 months already.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Let me see, what are they saying?
My phone stopped.
Oh, it stopped. So I don't know if I don't know what we're doing tonight. Chit chat.
Just chit-chatting, checking in, saying
Mhm.
hi.
Got my cards because I never leave the house without them, but I don't know. I'm not in the mood for Grand Tableau tonight,
Yeah, those take too long. We're kind of tired.
and my brain is fried. I gotta do Leah's Grand Tableau time this weekend.
Yeah. What's everybody else doing this weekend? Anyone have any special plans? Anyone traveling this weekend?
mhm. Oh, T Barb says, "Where are you?" I got in late. We are
In Arroyo Grande.
San Luis Obispo, also
Are we
known
like-
as Slow,
Slow. Mhm.
Slow, SLO, Slow.
Are we
Which-
middle of California?
Yeah, we're Central Coastal California right now. The Central Coast. We're like about what she said, about 15 minutes from Pismo Beach, and then about 15 to 20 minutes from Morro. And then she said 45 minutes south of San Simeon. There's a street up there in San Simeon with my last name.
How far are we from Santa Barbara? Like,
We passed
how many
we
miles?
we
You
passed
think, like
Santa
20?
Barbara on the way here. Santa Barbara is past Thousand Oaks. Or wait, hold on. Is it before? It's right around Thousand Oaks. We drove through it on the way here.
I don't know. It's
Um,
like 20 miles? 50?
I think more like 60 or 70.
Okay.
Because we drove for like a good hour or so, maybe more. No, it's more than, no, it's over 90.
Oh, really?
Because once we hit Santa Barbara, then we hit Thousand Oaks, and then it took us like another hour or so to get up here to where we're at.
We were just chatting so much that we're catching up
Yeah.
and hypothesizing. Is that the right word?
Hypothesizing, pontificating.
What would you do if?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Tell about
Okay.
your book.
So I'm reading this book right now, and it's called Oracle Year 1, and I have it on my Kindle. And what happened is I'm only, I think, on like the 6th or 7th chapter. So I'm not certain of the details, but it's appearing like this guy ends up having this dream. Somehow he gets the entire download for everything that's going to happen all over the world for that 1 year. So all of the events, how many babies are going to be born in a certain hospital, boys and girls that day, airplane crashes, stock market information, like every single massive. But the only thing he doesn't know is, so far it appears, like I said, I'm only like on the 7th chapter. So far it appears that he doesn't have access or knowledge of when people die.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So far, I could be wrong. It could, the story can continue to develop. I haven't gotten that far. And we were talking about that in the car. Like, what would you do if you woke up one day and you knew every single thing down to the minute and the day of when something was going to happen? What would you do?
Yeah.
What would you guys do?
What would you guys do?
If you woke up one day and you knew every single thing that was going to happen that year, the time, the date, the event, down to the second,
Yeah.
what would you do?
What would you do with that knowledge?
What would you do with that knowledge? And the name of the book is Oracle Year One. Let me see. I don't think it's free on Kindle Unlimited. No, that one I had to purchase. Let me see.
So, Lucky Girl says start drinking.
Start drinking. Okay, it's the name of the book is called, oh, you can't see it. The Oracle Year by Charles Soule, Soule. That's the name of the book. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, like that. That's the name of the book.
No, you can't see it.
Well, the reception,
Yeah,
you
the
see
reception.
how the cloudiness, but
someone said I'd buy a lot of lottery tickets.
Well, see, that's the thing.
But see, that was part of what you would know. You would know
The numbers.
So,
well, see, I just got to the part of the book where
you would only need to buy one because you would know the numbers.
I just got to the part of the book where he
Precious
knew.
says I would freak out. Yeah.
He knew that this person was going to hit the lotto on that day for that jackpot. But it doesn't say if he knew the numbers. He just knew that this person was going to hit the lotto on this day for that amount. But so I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten, let me see, what chapter am I on? I haven't gotten through the whole thing. So the story is still developing. But he has knowledge of stuff that would give him access to do stuff in the stock market. See, I'm only on chapter 7. So it, like I said, I don't know if he knows the numbers that come out or just the winners, but he has information to where he could technically play in the stock market and make a bunch of money. So what would you guys do if that happened to you? Lucretia Valdez saying, she's like, I would freak out.
Yeah.
We were saying, I was like, I would freak the fuck out too. Like, you see.
Yeah, my first response, like if I knew like the money and what's happening in the world, my initial response was what?
Financially secure yourself.
I would financially secure stock market so then I could get into.
Look at what Freda's saying. Freda's saying, if I knew everything, I would try to stop horrible things from happening. And we talked about that.
We talked about that. You know, my response was get financially secure so that I could get in with influential people in the medical fields, in the scientific, world, in everything, so that I can try to make a difference in the world, right? In hunger and addiction, like some kind of thing like that. But of course, leave it to Becca to be like, but then the government would be after you because
you have knowledge.
Knew all this stuff and you knew, then people would be after you, and then there would be a target on your back. And if you knew the terrorist attacks and this, that, and the other, then people would want that knowledge, and the governments would be after you. So then, of course, she's got me having to think and replies and stuff. And I
just got to the part in chapter 5 when the Secretary of State starts talking to the FBI, the NSA, and the CIA.
Did I talk about that?
Like, go after, find out who this motherfucker is, and I want him gone. Because he knows everything.
Right?
You're going to know everything that's going to happen. So in the book, the Secretary of Defense is framing the Oracle as this terrorist. because he built a website to just put up the predictions. Like this day, there's going to be a plane is going to be hit by a bunch of birds. There's going to be 15 people injured.
Okay, so
no
you got
deaths.
to tell him too. So what this guy does, okay, dummy, he decides to put it to the test.
Because one day he wakes up and he just knows everything. He knows everything. So he starts thinking.
Someone says, you couldn't tell other people. Didn't I tell you that? You have to keep that information to yourself and be selective on what you lead out. Like if you want to help the world, you can't go and tell everybody everything you know. You have to strategize and somehow, like you don't want the terrorists to know that you know what they're.
You don't want your own damn government.
You don't want your own damn government to know that you know what they're up to. You know what I mean? So it just like became this. We talked about this
for
topic
for 100 miles.
I don't know how many miles.
It was like 100 miles. We're like, but this would happen. But there's I've gotten to the part,
and this was without pot, you guys. This was without drugs.
This was us just driving,
driving
and just talking on a road trip. But I've gotten to the part where the Secretary of State is telling the NSA, the FBI, and the CIA identify this guy and bring him, like get rid of him, because he's got knowledge. Knowledge is power, and it could be weaponized. Everybody's going to go after him. But what he did, what Yoda was saying, was this guy wakes up one day and he just knows everything. So of course, being a skeptic, he builds a website and he just starts putting up his predictions.
Yeah.
For like 2 or 3 days at a time.
He put his own target on his back.
But it was done away on the web, which is weird because in the book they also mentioned Anonymous, the hacker group Anonymous. And Anonymous tried to hack, and they're like, no, he's got it so secure that only he can get into it, So there's no way to pinpoint where he's at or what. Like it was set up very, very securely. So he starts going online and posting all his predictions. And at first it was like every 2 or 3 days. And then he started going out a week or 2 or 3. And there's a scene in the book where he's at the bar.
That'd be a cool movie too.
So far, I'm like, I can't stop. And I was like, put the book down. You're going to be up for like 2 days, But there was a scene in the book where he's at a bar, and it opens up with him in a bar in New York. And he's like at a sports bar, like a local dive sports bar. And it was the Raiders and I think the Buffalo Bills or something like that playing. And the Raiders were up and the Bills were down. And he knew that the Bills were going to win by a certain amount.
Yeah.
And the clock was almost gone.
Yeah.
And he told the girl that was sitting next to him, like, don't worry, they're going to win like this, and by these many points. He goes to the bathroom because he knew it was going to happen. He goes to the bathroom and everybody's like depressed. And then the whole bar goes crazy because the Bills won. Like he predicted it because he knew it was going to happen, So he started testing himself like that. And he built the website to start putting up his predictions as a way to prove it to himself.
Because
he's not freaking crazy. And then that's when, so far there's a church that's after him. The government is after him. The NSA, the CIA, the FBI is after him. The banks are after him.
Yeah.
The stock market people are after him. Like, because he just knows. He knows what's going to happen.
That's
so
great. That'd be a good film.
So
you get a good
if it was produced properly.
Yeah.
And I'm only on the 7th chapter and it's already starting to get crazy. And I'm like, this is going to, like, we were talking about it. I was like, it would be so cool. And then I'm like, but fuck, you'd be so screwed. You would be so screwed because you couldn't, like, somebody said earlier, like having knowledge of 9/11. Like if you knew 9/11 was going to happen, how can you get that information out there without raising red flags, getting yourself arrested, and preventing the situation? And oh, by the way, not having the government kill you because they figure out that, oh, that guy knows everything that's going to happen for the
next year. Course, my mind is trying to figure out a way to do it, to get it done, and to still accomplish the mission of ending hunger, ending addiction, and doing something great for humanity, right?
And then Yoda was talking about, well, maybe working only with the humanitarian group. And I was like, of course,
but then people could still get into those groups and they can be corrupted and bought out.
So of course I have to go be devil's advocate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe that's the point of the book.
Hey,
is that,
Linda.
Huh?
Linda. Casey.
Oh, hi, Linda Casey. Maybe that's part of the point of the book, is how even well-intentioned people can be easily corrupted. And all this guy has is knowledge. That's all he has. But knowledge leads to power, leads to money, leads to influence, leads to, you know what I mean? Just having knowledge. So that's
and then
freaky.
You pose the question is like, what, but you know, what if, like, what would be the purpose?
We were talking about that too. Yeah. I was like, man, wouldn't that
would the universe really give you knowledge of everything
without a reason? Or like a cruel joke
that
from
would be
God.
Cruel. And then we got into God. And we won't go there.
Or would it be a cruel joke from God? Like, I'm kind of bored today. Let's curse that motherfucker right there and let him know everything that's going to happen this year and see how he deals with it for my own entertainment, you know? So yeah. Because then we got
on that one.
Because then we got into that whole philosophical thing. It's like, well, why would you? Like, what fluke freak accident would just make you, of all people on the entire planet, wake up one day knowing every single thing that's going to happen?
I could see being put to the test between this or that, right? But like everything, no.
Look at what Terry's saying. Becca, look up the 2 movies about that with Nicolas Cage called Knowing and Next. They were made 2 years apart. I'm going to look into that, Terry. Because this book, I was just like,
Nicolas Cage. Oh.
I was thinking about that. I was like, dude, that must be a cruel fucking joke from the universe. Like, but why? Why would you wake up knowing every thing that happens that year?
Like, do you save a airplane full of people? You save all these lives, or do you save all these people from hunger? Or do you take the money and run? What? Like, I mean, it's but there's so many scenarios.
So many scenarios,
knowing everything.
And so many consequences.
Do you save all the little guys from being, what do you call it? You know, from the banks stealing their money, or from the stock market being, you know, fraudulent, or banks being fraudulent.
Sammy, the name of the book is called, for those of you guys that are asking, the book is called The Oracle Year. I don't know.
Temptation, yeah.
The Oracle Year by Charles Soule. That's the name of the book.
Hi, Deba.
So I don't know. I was telling Yoda.
That's interesting. Just something to freaking think about.
These are the kinds of books that I like.
And those are the conversations we have.
And those are the conversations that her and I have whenever we do talk. Well, can you imagine if this shit happened?
On road trips.
On road trips. But yeah. It's a very interesting. I like reading novels, but I specifically enjoy the ones that make you think. Even though it's still a story, the ones that kind of make you sit down and think like, holy shit, what if that really happened? You know, like, what would be the point? Yes, it is in paperback as well, Marie. But you don't need a Kindle to read an electronic book. As long as you have like the app, like you can just download the app on your phone or on your iPad or on the computer, because Kindle books are they're less expensive than paperbacks. But you don't need a Kindle to read an ebook.
I agree, Terry. So Terry says if you knew stuff like that, you'd have to be very quiet, or the government would have you in a locked room.
Exactly.
So
we were talking about that.
So my conclusion was,
we were talking about that, Terry.
You wouldn't say anything, right? So my conclusion was, that's why you get involved in the stock market, not because you're trying to get rich for your own benefit. You're trying to get rich so that you could be a person of influence, so that you could get in with the right people, so that you can influence in a positive way if your intent was a positive, to have a positive effect on any of those things that these people have power over, right? So you wouldn't tell anybody this is what's going to happen. You would influence
But
these
see,
people in that nature, right? But so you wouldn't be like, suddenly this happens and this is, so you might have to let a lot of stuff happen, before you can actually influence somebody who has control over something.
But
right?
here's the thing.
So it's a strategy that you would have to have patience in to have effect in. I don't know. That's just my thought process, right? But it wouldn't be something you would have to have patience, and you would have to let catastrophes,
that's the
things
hard
happen.
part.
Exactly.
The burden of knowing that shit is bad and all the bad stuff that's going to happen,
but you can't control everything.
And you can't control everything. You can't stop it, but you know about it, and then just have.
But it's like letting something happen for the greater good, because you have a plan, right? You have a plan. You're trying to influence these people. This was just my thought process, and
I didn't have,
some of you
I was
probably
just
already
like,
like, what is she freaking talking about?
But I don't even know what my thought process was. I think my thought process was, holy shit, that would be cool, and holy fucking be so screwed at the same time.
Right, everybody right now.
At the same time, if you knew every single thing for that year. But like I said, I haven't finished the book, so I don't know if he only gets knowledge for that 1 year, or if it resets and he gets knowledge for the next year. And and
you're worrying about the wrong things.
No, I'm thinking ahead. And then I started thinking about it too, and I was like, but why? Why would one person out of the billions of people on this planet be gifted or burdened, depending on how you want to see it?
Marie actually said what you were saying. Wouldn't that make you nuts with the guilt?
Fucking it would.
Yeah, of course.
Because all the bad stuff that's going to happen, and you can't do a goddamn thing about it.
Yeah.
For your own safety, too. Because, like we were saying,
but just having knowledge of everything automatically is going to come with guilt.
Not
whether
just
you
that,
can do something about it or not, because you can't fix everything.
Not just the guilt, but then everybody coming after you. Everybody, even not just governments and bankers, regular people.
Well, having knowledge of everything doesn't mean you can fix everything, because you're dealing with other people
and to try and fix. And here's the thing, from what I've read so far, he doesn't have knowledge of everything. Like specific dates when certain people are going to die, he doesn't know. So it looks like just really big freaking events and very specific things that he knows, So it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time. It really, I think there's a part of me that's like, dude, that'd be so freaking cool, and I wish I could wake up tomorrow and know everything that's going to happen in 2022.
Marie, not just mobsters trying to use you, governments trying to use you.
Big pharma.
Mm-hmm.
The investment hedge fund managers.
Yeah.
There's already a chapter on
banks.
I already went through a chapter on that with hedge funds and banks trying to get information out of him, because of course they want to make billions of dollars in the stock market. So they're looking at their stocks and what's going to affect their stocks. And see what I'm saying? Like, it's just regular people going after it. It's just crazy. You see, be careful what you wish for. Exactly, Marie. Be very careful, because it's a really interesting concept. Let me see. What did T-Barb say? I would first look at my family and warn them if need be. Then I'd have to think about the rest. Well,
a lot of thinking.
That's a lot of thinking, T-Barb. That's a lot
what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing right now.
Hypothetical. Let me see. Graciela says, in humility, serve the whole choices. Keep it under your hat.
I think, keeping quiet about it, and, just releasing what you could control, I think would be you know, and not even releasing, influencing,
Woo.
you know, and
I haven't even gotten to
doing,
that part of the book.
starting with what you could do something about. And if you can't do something about it, what can you do? You know, that's why, again, I go back to the money, you know, investments and trying to get in to somewhere where you can get yourself to a position, right? To where you can make a difference. And what is the quickest way to do that? If not with money, you know, and money brings power. Unfortunately, that's the way the world works.
But see,
Whether
Marie,
we like it or not.
Marie, people don't think he's nuts because he's already made so many predictions on his online website where he's anonymous that people really do believe him. He has predicted so many things on his the fictionally in the book. He's predicted everything. He runs a website that is called The Site. And then he'll upload his predictions on this day at this time, this is going to happen. On this day at this time, this is going to happen. On this day, and it's global. Everybody follows the site because of his predictions and what he says. Specifically, flight 2783 is going to be hit by blah, 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 blah. Because people were like, oh, this is just a conspiracy. This is a conspiracy, yada, yada, yada. And then because people were saying conspiracies, he got very specific. He was like, flight 2738 from Thailand on takeoff is going to be hit by this many birds, is going to have to do an emergency landing, 17 injured, no deaths. And then that day, that time, on that flight, that exact same thing happened. So you can't say that's something too extravagant to say it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when he started predicting certain things, people were like, oh shit, this guy's for real, or this person is for real, because they don't know who it is. You know, so everybody freaking believes him because his predictions are so exact because he knows what's going to happen, you know? So it's not like people think he's crazy. That's why they're starting to target him because of what he knows.
See,
You know?
T-Barb, I said something similar to Becca, and of course she had to throw a wrench in it, right? I didn't
Devil's
say
advocate.
go to Biden. I said find a group that you trust, somebody you've researched and only, you know, trust them. Of course, she said, you know, anybody can be corrupted.
People
Once
can be
this group, you know, someone may change their mind in that group, within that group.
because they see you as access to power.
Right. And if that group somehow becomes a group that somehow has access to knowledge now, someone might want to infiltrate that group,
Yeah.
right? And
Or even
you know,
people,
whatever. There's
even-
always something.
even people within the group that were at one point good people can be easily corrupted for their own gain, their own beliefs, their own agendas. You know,
Go to the Masons.
oh my gosh, I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
even
just
know.
fun food for thought, you know, something to just have fun with. And yeah,
So I'm
that's
curious to
makes
see
these
what
books
other book would be like in line with. I had read another one about the multiverse and parallel
I think we should do
realities.
I think we should do more of these. Like every time
I
we
was-
read a book,
Okay,
we should discuss them.
here,
and-
pull some cards.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna yes or no. Okay,
Let's see.
and I'm not gonna tell you the question.
We weren't gonna do cards, but we're doing cards.
T-Barb, you're picking up what is in my head.
Book club, yeah.
I was thinking about starting a separate channel for books
It doesn't have to be separate.
because I don't know if people are gonna want to be on here or.
Why not? You don't have to separate your channel. You just add to this, and the people that want to be part of it will watch it when you do it. I don't think it would. I don't know. Would that be something people would stop
I don't know.
watching you? They can watch when you do your.
No, but it would help with a different channel that's just specifically for books.
Maybe that's why my channel's not growing.
Because I have been reading like a crazy person. And then it really sucks when you get those one books that you just cannot put down. The next thing I know, I'm like, one more chapter. Next thing I know, I look outside and it's like, oh shit, the sun's coming up. Okay, 50 more pages and then I'll go to bed. It's like, really?
But it would be nice little break when you want to have a break from the political readings. You can maybe on a different day, just okay, today will be book club.
Yeah.
That would be fun. This was fun. I don't know.
I don't know if you guys would be into it because it's like I'm getting fried on the political shit. I'm just so jaded at this point.
No,
I'm jaded.
No,
I'm a skeptical bitch. Very skeptical.
Yes.
So, should I start a book club or a booktube channel?
Booktube. Oh my gosh.
A booktube channel. Should I start a booktube channel? It's just I like reading stories that just make you think. You know, it's fun to read the ones that don't require any thinking. That's just like, okay, here's a story. This is what happened, blah, 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 blah. But the ones that kind of leave you thinking like, holy shit, that would be freaking rad. Or holy shit, that would really suck a bag of dicks individually. Like baguettes. You know? Like, that would be horrible. Look at this. Sunflower has books in the
I just think you do such a great job of narrating, talking about what you just read, interpreting, you know. And
that was just a brief synopsis of what I've read up to this point.
Up to this point. Yeah. And it was like we had a whole conversation in the car and we just
for like 100 miles
just with your subscribers, you know. It's fun. That was fun. I mean, when it's interesting, you know.
Yeah. When I'm done with this one, there's a trilogy of books that I bought an absolute admission. I only bought them because of the title of the book. I have no idea what the hell the book's about. The first one in the trilogy is called John Dies at the End.
Oh my God.
See? What was the question?
Should Sarah do book club?
Yeah, there's a delay. Might be hard to get it to work or something.
Why? Who's this?
I don't know. But I think that book is about two college dropout potheads that run across this street drug that's turning people into monsters and like mutating. So like the food in your fridge, the meat in your fridge turns into monsters or something. I don't know. The second book is called This Book is Full of Spiders. I have no idea what that one's about. And then the third book is called What the Hell Did I Just Read?
Well, thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. That's great.
The third book is called What the Hell Did I Just Read? And I saw that. I was like, I have to get this. I don't know. Exactly. What the hell did I just read? I saw the title. I don't even know what the book's about. I just bought it. So, you know what? You should do a box spread.
No, I think it would be great. I don't think it's instead of. That is what I think. I think it should be
an addition to
a part of.
What do you mean?
Just a part of what you already do. You already do what you do.
There is Irish Granny. She reads books and then goes over them. Oh.
But no. I like how you do it. You have an opinion about a book. If it's interesting, you go over it. You don't have to go over every book. You go over the ones and when you want to, and that's it. And in between your readings, whenever.
I don't know if you guys are down for that. Just let me know.
You know, and just test it out. That's it. You don't have to follow any specific.
I just wanted to keep it separate.
Try it out like this, and I think I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, guys. You know,
you guys would be interested in a book club, but don't let me.
But book club on your house
because you should see my TBR
because
there's some weird freaking books.
Because you can incorporate Lenormand somehow in it if you have to. You know what I mean? And
Divine the headlines. Okay, we're going to read this book. For those of you guys that have your Lennies, do a box spread. Let's see what we...
What do you think's going to happen?
What do you think's
oh
gonna...
my gosh, that would be so cool because she can talk about it
with the cards
before she finishes, and then maybe try to divinate how it ends. How's that? That would be fun.
Or divinate this. We can do that right now.
You guys.
Okay, who has... For those of you guys that have Lennies in the chat, you read fantasy, magic, and weird stuff. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that would be fun. Just for the hell of
Divine the headlines. Okay, so let's try it out right now. I'm reading Oracle Year 1. Okay, let's ask the Lennies. Tell me about the book Oracle Year 1. Tell me about the book Oracle.
Let's see if it tells you what it's about.
Year 1. Okay. Tell me about the book Oracle Year 1. Tell me about the book Oracle Year 1. Tell me about the book. You like historical and mystery? Have you read the trilogy of the witch that was written by the historian here at UCSD? No, she's at SDSU. History of Witches, the trilogy. History of Witches, something, I forget the middle book, and then the Tree of Life. That was written by a historical professor at San Diego State University.
Someone suggested you do a poll in the chat. Do you know how to do that?
Okay. Create a poll. Okay. So what's the poll question?
Well, do the poll new channel or include?
Book club.
Add new channel. Include in channel. Book club.
Add.
No. Well, okay. So is that the title?
Okay, so wait. So should I make create new book club channel and then just
or incorporate?
No.
Oh, you don't have options to.
No. No.
I thought
it's yes.
Johnny
no.
Different options. Or then another. Or incorporate. No, incorporate into existing channel. Right?
So create a new book club, yes or no, and then there's an option to incorporate into the existing channel.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there's the poll.
There's the poll, guys.
Ask your community. Okay, putting up the poll right there. Okay, so let's see. Tell me about Oracle. Tell me about the book Oracle Year 1.
I'm voting. I just voted.
About the book Oracle Year 1. Tell me about the book Oracle.
I don't know if I did it right though.
Year 1. Tell me about the book Oracle Year 1.
But see, and then if you keep it on your existing channel, because it's already House of Lenormand, you can incorporate initially before you start talking about it. Tell me about it, and you could do that.
3, 4. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can do what happens next, just for kicks. You know, how does it end? You know, like shit like that. You know, just for fun.
Okay, so I'm doing a box spread. First card down. Focus card is book. Okay.
Oh wow, that came up.
No, I looked for it.
Oh, okay.
It's a box spread.
Oh,
so and the question was, tell me about the book Oracle Year 1. Okay. Okay. Ooh, his friend.
Oh, you already got freaking.
Okay, so the top, and I'm sorry I don't have.
Oh, wow, you got create new book club channel. 53 say yes. %.
Okay, so the top top horizontal is fox, moon, and mountain. So it's a trap here with the fox trap because of his intuition here, and then some sort of a problem or an enemy. Lots of
suspicious people that are enemies here that or can become enemies. The next vertical line is Lily's book and key. So this guy has wise knowledge and he has access to make things change and improve because stork sits below key. The bottom line is writer, dog, and works. So news or feedback that loyalties change. Down the first column is Fox, Lilies, and Ryder. So some sort of manipulation or suspicion in regards to some sort of experience that he's bringing news about the news that he's delivering and people being suspicious, but it turns out to be really true. The next column down is Moon, book, and dog. So creative psych. He also has a notebook where he keeps all his predictions. So a creative book, an intuitive psychic book that he trusts. People trust him right here, like the oracle. And then the next vertical column is mountain and storks. So we're looking at significant, powerful enemies and people switching and changing. Serious suspicion with Fox and Key. Lots of older people that can become enemies, very powerful enemies. People coming after him and chasing him. Ryder with Key. Suspicious friends that are enemies that are not what they appear to be, with Fox knighting down to dog, dog knights up to mountain. I should have asked, how does it? No, I don't want to know how it ends. I'm only on the 7th chapter.
But I mean, you can verify later.
Or what's the next chapter about? How's that?
Let's see. I'm missing all the. Hey, Miss Lady.
There's a conversation about spiders.
Oh, because the second book is called.
Somebody got bit.
Yeah, because I was talking about the books. The second book in the trilogy is This Book is Full of Spiders. And then Marie Henson said, oops. Ooh. Marie Henson said, hell no, I've been bitten by a brown recluse.
Can you look at your poll?
53% say a new channel. 13% say no on the new channel. 33% are saying keep it into this channel. I'm just going to keep that up there for the rest of the... Oh, shit. How do I shrink that? Okay. Hey, Miss Lady.
And I didn't mean like incorporated into your political readings. It's incorporated into your channel on a different day of your political readings.
It's looking like he needs to run away somewhere.
Be fun, Becca.
So I think that would be fun. Like,
yeah, because that's something you do, something you love to do, and you love to talk about it.
Add the nose and incorporate together. Let me see. Yeah, because it's 50-50. It's split 50-50 right now. 50% are saying get a new channel. 17% are saying don't get a new channel. And then down here, incorporate into the channel. See, it's still tied. 33% plus 16. You're still looking at 50.
It's 2 polls.
It's 1 poll to start a new book club, yes or no. And then here, the last option is, the last option is to incorporate it into the existing channel, which is 34. But
why
actually,
there does it say 50?
Because that's only showing this top one. See, if I drag it down, it shows the whole poll. Oh. I just have it hidden.
So is it saying there's more for a new channel?
It's about the same. It's less to incorporate it. It's 1 point less. But it's like neck and neck.
Dang it.
So If it's a PIA, what's a PIA? Oh, pain in the ass to make a second channel.
Yeah, of course it will be. She'll have to manage 2 channels. Yeah.
See, I don't know about. See, that's
There's a question. Who has more influence on society, Tolstoy or Dickens?
here.
You.
Who has more influence on society, Tolstoy or Dickens? Show me Tolstoy's influence on society. Tolstoy's influence on society. Tolstoy's influence on society. Tolstoy's influence on society. Tolstoy's influence on
You know,
society.
she does have a point.
Tolstoy's influence on society. And then Dickens's. Show me Dickens's
She has a point here.
influence on society. Yeah. I know.
Because
Okay.
you get a different.
Audience.
Mhm.
It's a different audience.
Because if they only
See?
care about books, then
See,
they
Miss
would
Lady?
come- Yeah,
Show me
you have a
Dickinson's
point, Miss Lady.
Dickinson's influence on society. Dickinson's influence on society.
And then you could still incorporate Lenormand and only incorporate it for that.
Dickinson's influence
I guess.
on society.
I guess.
Okay, so Tolstoy,
Saving
I
the
got for Tolstoy, I got child, tree, and ring. So perhaps a commitment to new growth or a commitment to the growth of children.
children.
Don't know anything about Tolstoy. Dickens, not sure, but I got Crossroads, Fox, and Crossroads, Bear, and Fox. There's something here that could be suspicious in regards to choices and options that have to do with finance and work. So perhaps income from work, the resources from your work, but also quite possibly how those streams of income are a bit suspicious.
What was the question?
Who has more influence? And it looks, this person has better cards here. Tolstoy has better cards than Dickens. War and Peace?
This isn't a childhood illness?
No. Context
Well,
of the
because
question.
Yeah.
Tolstoy wrote War and Peace. Well, new, growth, union or promise, commitment, link. There's nothing here about war. It's just, I just asked Tolstoy. I don't know anything about him. And then for Dickens, I got Crossroads, Bear, and Fox. So choices, options, alternatives, double, power, finance, food, and then work, employment, and suspicion in the context of the question. But Tolstoy has better cards. This could be new growth and then some sort of a link.
Small growth?
Small, but it grows. Small growth, very slow, like it grows slowly.
Oh, okay.
But there's a link also with tree lineage. So it's linked to lineage. So it's something that's passed along through generations. Where this one, it's kind of like in that context, you can look at Fox as some sort of a specialist or a specialty. So Crossroads, Bear, and Fox. That makes any sense.
It feels deceptive.
Yeah, because it ends in Fox. Fox is manipulative, cunning, but also work and employment. So
It can also be some kind of boss type figure that's not trustworthy.
yeah. I don't know anything about those people. I've never read War and Peace. Or the other dude. Not really big into the classics, which did I show you? I think I showed you what I bought myself for my birthday. They had the complete works of Edgar Allan Poe at Barnes and Noble's, one of those beautiful leather-bound books for $25. So I bought that, and I've been trying to read about 2 to 3 stories a week and about 1 or 2 poems a week because they're very short. They're very easy to get through. And then I bought old, they had another one of those Barnes and Nobles books, the leather bound ones, of like classic ghost stories. I bought those, in October for my birthday too. They're really pretty books. And it's got the silver gilded edges on the Edgar Allan Poe one. But that crap is hard to read. I was reading it and I was like, okay, wait, what? Like just the language the way that they spoke back then was very different. Yeah. Very different. So
I would totally do those with you. I'd sit there and you can tell me about it, and because
Well, I talked to Johnny about it too, and Johnny was like, because he's like, do it. He's like, then I can hear all about your books.
Yeah. But I'll discuss it with you.
Yeah, you would sit there and like,
yeah,
you would ask
what
me,
he did, what?
what the fuck? Yeah.
But because I have the vivid imagination and I totally can picture whatever scenario you paint, of course, in my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
just like yesterday,
We went
or
on
last
a whole-
night, whoa.
Well, anytime we've taken a road trip, we've,
I mean, and every wrench she threw in there, I totally visualized it. So, like, and I would have to change my perspective and be like, oh, okay, what would I do in that scenario? Okay. And so it would, then the conversation would switch over, okay, this is what I do. And then she'd throw another wrench,
because I gotta play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Like I can't just,
it was a lot of fun,
because life is not really that cut and dry, especially with something that big, like waking up and knowing everything for the whole year.
But I love that sort of thought, because
it's hypothetical.
my daughter and I watch a lot of movies, a lot of series and things. So during the movies, we will pause the show to have a discussion about what is happening. Did you see what just happened? Okay, what do you think that meant? And we will have a full discussion and then resume. Okay, annoys the crap out of my sister. She doesn't understand. Okay, this is one thing. We hush my sister all the time. She gets so mad. Sandra. So she gets so upset, but because she starts talking at the wrong time.
It's like, shut your mouth.
Which, no, not like that. But we're like, stop talking. And then we'll pause it, right? And then she gets mad because she'll say, you guys all the time, you will pause the movie to talk about the movie. Exactly. We pause the movie, and she gets her feelings hurt, literally gets her feelings hurt, because we'll say, stop talking, because she'll talk while the characters are talking.
And you're like, we're missing the movie because you're talking over them. Yeah.
And it'll be like a really, really important part of the movie. Like, she does understand the concept of scenes, right? And it's like, we will talk during the movie too, but during lulls, during an action scene where there's no dialogue, right? Like, we time that stuff, and we'll like, we'll do like quickly do a chat, and then pay attention, right? My sister, I don't think, catches that we do it, and it's like strategic the way we like
discuss. Otherwise, you got to sit
movies
there and rewind the movie to figure out what they were saying, because somebody else in the room was talking over what the characters were saying.
We take movies so serious. Like when we watch a show, especially if it's like psychological thrillers,
oh my gosh,
and like detective stuff, and it's just where you have to really pay attention, because if you miss one little thing, you're screwed. Like you will miss like a really important thing throughout the whole movie. Like, why did he do that? What you will question the whole rest of the movie because you missed this one like sentence,
or a slip of the tongue, or a hint.
A look,
something that was in the background.
What did he do? That happened the other day to me, and I'm like, wait, rewind that, because
did
my
we miss
sister came in talking, right? And I'm like, and we had a whole argument. We have family fights over a movie and talking over a movie like we've had lately. Like,
I can't
family
stand
argument.
I can't stand that either because Peanut does that to me too. And it's like,
oh
dude,
yeah, I've seen that too.
pause the fucking movie. They're talking and you're over here getting pissed off trying to explain something. I don't care what you're saying. Pause the movie
Yeah.
and talk. Well, then why are you rewinding it? Because you just talked over everything they said. Like, shut your freaking
Do
mouth.
you really have to rewind?
Yeah,
Yes.
I missed 30 minutes because you were on a rant. You know?
No, or like my daughter and I will be sitting there all like cozied up, like watching a movie, and then my sister will come in and she'll come in and start just talking, walking through the house, talking, letting us know what her day, showing us what she bought, I mean, it's kind. Like she's showing us like what she brought me. She's showing my daughter what, oh, here I got you that. But like we're like in the middle, of course we can pause the show and we do, but it's like, and then in that moment she's like, really? You just paused the movie? Yes. You don't know how important this movie is to us.
Yeah.
It's like, it's bad, you guys. But we're movie buffs, show buffs. If we're watching something, it's because we really want to watch it. So anyway, I went on a rant on that one, but it's serious. So like books. So when she tells me a story, and if it's interesting, it's just as interesting as watching a movie, right? So I want to know what happened. I will sit there and want to know how it ends. It's just like in a movie. Like my daughter and I will, we won't guess how it ends.
Oh, your battery's
But
low, girl.
yeah, but we will sit there and sometimes we do guess how it ends. We guess, but when there's a really good twist on something, we are super impressed. We like, almost want to clap and applaud.
I didn't see that.
Did you expect that? Get super excited.
Yep.
So like books cause the same reaction. So this having a good storyteller. I don't know who here, well, I know a few of you guys here, are on my channel. I say it all the time. I love stories. So a person telling and repeating a story their own way, like in their excitement, in their passion, is, oh my gosh, even more exciting than reading it yourself.
Oh no,
you know what I mean?
I love reading because you can picture it in your head. It's like watching
reading
a movie
it yourself. No, I know,
inside of your
but
head.
hearing someone tell it the way they were excited about it, you know what I mean? It's
I guess
exciting.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. So it's a new type of hearing it, and Becca is passionate about how she tells a story. So I love it. That's one thing I've always loved about it, and that's why she's like my cliff notes of sometimes information of like stuff I find not boring, but boring to have to research myself. I just go to Becca and be like, hey, can you tell me a little bit about theology or, this, what happened, with Catholicism, like back in, and she'll tell me about it. And it's super interesting because she tells it to me in a certain way and it stays in my mind. I didn't have to read it or research it. So just the way she'll tell something or the amount of knowledge she retains in her brain, because my brain doesn't retain it the same way, but I retain it better when I hear it from her, when I want to know something, right? So that's what makes it interesting. So I think that's a great idea. I think you do a good job of retelling a story that's already there.
I just don't want to give out
when
spoilers.
You like it.
I don't want to give out spoilers.
That's why you tell it as you're reading it. That way people have the option if they want
or
to.
Just
to pick up the book,
finish the book
as you're
give them a
reading it.
synopsis.
It's a book club.
Yeah.
So book club means I'm about to read this book.
Anybody
so
want to join in?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that too.
Have a plan
and I was
how you're going to do it.
I was talking to Johnny about it and Jenny. And here's the thing about books. Like there's always a new release. Always a new release.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody's pushing this new release. Well, I'm sorry, books are expensive.
Yeah.
A hardback, you're looking at $30-$35. Paperback, $15-$20. Ebooks, $10-$15. That's a lot of money to be spending every single time there's a new release. I don't want to be running after every single new release. It's a waste of freaking money. What if you buy it, read it, and you're like, this is fucking shit. You can't return it.
So what, is it cheaper doing it on Kindle or what?
Well, the Kindles are cheaper, but the thing is, use your resources that you have. Your library. I check out ebooks from the library all the time. Yes, there's sometimes like a ridiculous wait list for a book that may be a new release because I don't go to library because I'm too lazy to get in my car and drive there. So I just get the ebooks, you know, so you only have a certain number of copies for like the whole city to get, you know. So I'll just read something else. Like I'm not going to be jumping on the bandwagon of every single brand new release unless it's something that I'm like freaking crazy. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
about,
that's
you know?
yeah.
that's
You
just-
make it your own thing. You don't have to do it the way other people do it. Read what you like and what interests you. Like,
Yeah.
why read stuff you don't care for?
Yeah.
You know, like that.
I'm just curious to see about those 3 books that I bought. John dies at the end. This book is full of spiders. And what the hell did I just
a
read?
Lenormand book club.
A Lenormand book club.
Yeah, that's cool. That is great. That's who wrote that. Lucky girl.
Let me see. You need to get an Amazon affiliate. You get a portion of the book sales. I think people on YouTube do that. I didn't know that, T-Barb. Hi, Tribal Woman. Yeah, the problem with turning books into movies is that they seldom stay true to the book. That's so very true. With the exception of A History of Witches, that was adopted, I think it was by Stars TV. I think. And I think that they did a really good adaptation of that. And those books they're floppy. They're like about that thick. So I think they were like 600, 700, 800 pages each. But I think Stars did a good adaptation of that. And then there's all these books that are being adapted into Netflix series, like Shadow and Bone. Those are books from Leigh Bardugo that were written years ago.
Shadow and Bone, why does this sound familiar?
Because it's on Netflix. It's an adaptation from novels written by Leigh Bardugo.
What is that about? I've seen it though.
I haven't watched it because I haven't read the books. I'm like, I'm going to read the books first, and then I'm going to watch the movie.
Okay,
you know?
I've watched it. I watch so much stuff that sometimes I don't even remember.
I think it's like fantasy, but
what title applies to what thing I saw. I saw that Shadow and Bone
is the same. T-Barb is saying is the same as the Discovery of Witches. Very close, T-Barb, very close, because the second book I forget. The third book is Tree of Life because it's a trilogy. But the show was pretty close. I enjoyed it, but I don't have Stars anymore, so I only got to a certain point. And then they're coming out with House of Dragon next year.
Ooh, what's that? Wait, did you tell me about this? Or did I talk about this?
House of
that's
Dragons.
out of the house. That's out of Game of Thrones.
The prequel.
Prequel.
200 or 300 years before Game of Thrones happened, following the Targaryen family, the crazies that had that comes out next year. I'm like, that's good. I've been seeing the trailers on YouTube. I'm like, okay, it's come next year. I'm gonna get HBO Max and we gonna watch that. Like, because I remember
You
when
need to hide that box that Peanut got.
well, I bought Peanut the box set of Game of Thrones because when it, we were behind the bandwagon. We watched it we started watching it after like the 3rd or 4th season. Because everybody at his work was like, you need to check out Game of Thrones. And of course, us being the a-holes that we are, we're just like, no, we're not jumping on no bandwagon, blah, 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 So Peanut finally was like, fine, whatever. And he got HBO and he started watching it. He was freaking hooked. And I'm like, and I'm watching it and I'm seeing the violence. I'm like, holy shit, I can't watch this. Like, I mean,
your violence.
Because it's so graphic,
it
how graphic it is that it's just like, but then I started watching it and I started getting into the story that I was like, holy hell, this is good. You know, like it's fucking crazy how good that show is. Like the betrayal, the incest, the lying,
the
the
disgusting
greed.
incest, you guys. Like it's like, and it's so normal to them. Like, but back in the day,
But it's not even that,
to
dude.
keep
When you
the
start
blood-
when you start paying attention to the way that he wrote those books, it's got mythology on top of mythology on top of mythology, like real mythology. Bran in the northern countries, like not, we were just talking about this on the way here. The Nordic countries,
hey, Carmen,
Bran means raven. That's why, you know, the one-eyed raven or the three-eyed raven, the kid that ended up in the, he was already named that.
oh wow,
You see what I'm saying? So it's like
so
all these
detail that, like, if you don't know,
so it's like
or
mixtures
research.
of Nordic mythology and Greek mythology, and he takes all these mythologies and throws it into like this freaking. The show is amazing if you can get past the violence and the disgustingness. Okay, so like the crazy kid that everybody that I hated, what was his name? Jeffrey, that little bastard. He was the product of his mom sleeping with her brother. So his dad is his uncle. Okay.
No, yeah, that was.
But then you look at Jon Snow, it's the opposite. Because Jon Snow's real dad, no, it's the same thing. Because Jon Snow's his family, his father is also his uncle.
Oh, jeez.
It's like it's crazy. It's such a good show. And the characters are God, the characters. I have never hated a motherfucker more in my life than Jeffrey. What was his name? Not Targaryen. Joffrey. The Targaryens are the dragon people. What were
the young prince?
The young prince that like to torture people.
I couldn't stand. I wanted to punch him in the face.
Like, if you guys think you hate Donald Trump, watch Game of Thrones and pay attention to Joffrey. What was his name? Joffrey. Okay, the Starks. You have House Stark, House Targaryen, House.
What was the saying they said? Never something a debt. What was it?
Oh God, the little guy said that. The Lannisters. Jeffrey Lannister. Joffrey Lannister. Yeah, the Lannisters never forget to pay attention.
His face.
He was
probably because he was a little prick.
He was a motherfucker, you guys. Pardon my French. He was a motherfucker. Like evil.
He was
evil
Just
beyond
ugly.
evil beyond evil. And then the way that he died, I was like, are you kidding me right now? But that is a really good show. And then next year, the prequel to that is House of Dragons. And that takes place 200 years before Game of Thrones. That's going to be,
they're so good.
that's going to be so freaking good. Let me see.
Old Night Gallery. What is that?
Nenny hated Jeffrey Lannister as well. And I brought my Game of Thrones shirt. It's got the Lannister dragon on it, Lannister lion, and it says, I drink and I know things. You know, the little guy on the show? I forget his name. The small one.
I don't remember the name.
When he was always getting drunk and he's like, I drink and that's what I do. I drink and I know things. So they had this shirt at Target that says I drink and I know things. I'm like, getting it. There's amazing one-liners, amazing. Just the show is great.
Someone's going off about their sisters.
They're
that they're going to do it to their sisters.
Nenny says he was evil, but such a punk with a lot of mouth. Yeah. He was a little evil son of a bitch, dude. Evil.
The dad was an evil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My favorite character, though, was Arya Stark. That little girl, I was like, get it, Arya.
Badass, wasn't she?
She was a badass.
I don't remember the names, but the one really tall, blonde warrior chick was cool.
Oh, her name started with a B too. Oh God, not
Brienne.
Brienne.
Oh,
Brienne.
I guess I do remember names.
She wanted to be knighted, and they wouldn't let her be knighted because she was a woman.
Yeah,
but she was a badass too, man. I loved her. And then, what was the guy that was all burnt?
Dog or
no. His brother was Mountain, and he was the Hound. The Hound.
Well,
the
dog.
Hound.
I said the dog.
The Hound was cool. He was very bad, but then you got to see part of his humanity before he
Yeah.
turned cold
Yeah.
again. You know, who else? Circe was a Circe. Do you know Circe is a goddess, right?
Like,
Greek goddess.
oh yeah.
She stranded on an island and turned everybody into pigs. Dead serious. Dead serious. So now you can see why Circe Lannister was such a cunt in the show.
I saw
She was evil.
her. It was so funny to see these actors or actresses that play in these like serious roles like this. I saw her recently on some other series, and I was like, "Who is she?"
Yeah.
She's so familiar, and I don't know if she was playing some like drug addict or something, or I don't know what it was, but it took me a minute to realize who she was.
Yeah, because she has like long hair. She's got tattoos all over the
She
place.
was the queen in whatever
Nose
role she
ring.
was playing.
Yep. They're all British actors, German and Nordic. The guy that was her brother that she was sleeping with, he's Nordic. I think he's from like Norway or
Hey,
Switzerland.
England.
Norway or Switzerland, that guy.
Yeah.
Jon Snow is British. Jon Snow ended up marrying the redhead from the show. They're married in real life. They have a kid.
Yeah, I remember her.
Let's see. The lady that played Brianna or whatever her name, the tall one, she's a real life model.
Really?
She's like, dude,
she really
she's
tall?
like, yeah, she's like 6'4".
Whoa.
She is crazy freaking tall, dude. She's like crazy tall.
Wow, I'd probably reach her belly button.
Maybe 6'4" is an exaggeration. She's like 6 feet something, dude. She's like in real life, like very tall.
What is in my pocket? Oh, a napkin.
So,
yeah. We could probably do a review on movies and series. I watch so much stuff, but I got to remember the names of shows. We just finished watching the Lock and Key.
oh, I started watching that in Europe.
Yeah.
Well, is the show over?
Well, it had been over, and they just released the next series.
The next
Next season, yeah.
But the season is over, like the show is finalized, not coming back, or it's the end until the next season? I started watching that show when we were in Europe.
Yeah, they had season 1, season 2, and they just released season 3. And
so
finished it.
So is season 3 the final season, and the show will get canceled?
They left it a little bit open, so it'll have more.
So it'll have more. Okay. I'm waiting for Stranger Things to come back on. Did you ever get into Did Paulina watch Stranger Things?
Yeah,
with the little kids with the upside down. I freaking loved that show. Nostalgia. It was so well done for the
80s.
The 80s. If you guys haven't watched Stranger Things, that's a good nostalgic show, I think. Very well done. And those kids are fucking hilarious, man. I was like, Dustin, the one that doesn't have any teeth.
Oh my gosh.
I love that kid.
He literally looks like that. He looks like that.
I love him so much.
I think I saw him on something else, and that's how he looks.
Yeah,
he wasn't just for the show.
No, he really has a disorder where his teeth just, after his baby teeth grew in, his real teeth never grew in. They gave him fake teeth for season 2. But then when they came back for season 3, he didn't have his teeth anymore. I was like, wait, what? You know?
Yeah, the books to movies
adaptations.
I agree. Don't always do it justice.
Let me see.
The one I did actually enjoy, and I think we've talked about it before, because I read Interview with the Vampire. I was about 14 when I read that, and I think I did. We did talk about it, because I would not watch it when the movie came out.
Because you were pissed off?
Because I was pissed off because Tom was Lestat, and I was like, oh hell no! Who would put him in that role? And when I watched it, I was so impressed. And Brad Pitt was just awesome.
Yeah.
And that was weird, Brad Pitt as Lestat, because
No, he wasn't Lestat. He was.
I mean, sorry, not Lestat as Lewis, but God, Tom Cruise as Lestat, I just wouldn't, it was years before I watched it. And then when I saw it, I was like, wow, that was good.
I
That
saw
was
the
good,
movie,
it
and I was just
good.
kind of like,
There was stuff that, of course, is left out, all
Yeah.
the thinking and, the stuff, the reflecting that Lewis does and all that stuff. But they captured the gist of it. Yeah. Because Brad Pitt, I think he just, no, but Tom Cruise did such a good job
yeah,
doing the character. The Lestat, he just literally captured Lestat's
assholeness,
yes.
assholiness,
Holiness. Yeah, because it's not asshole. It's just
assholiness.
I don't
T
even
Barb
know.
is saying Hunger Games was a really good adaptation to
Oh, the
movie.
book. Okay. I didn't read that book. I
You know what else was a good adaptation? What was it called? The one with Hannibal Lecter. What was that called with Buffalo Bill? Hannibal Lecter.
yeah. Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs was a really good book to movie adaptation. Book to movie adaptation. That one was.
Did I read the book? No,
you didn't read
I
the
think
book.
I just saw them.
I read the book first.
Unless I read the book after I saw the movie, because I remember the book cover. So
yeah, the movie was
but
really
the movie
close to the book.
Was really good. So if I watch a movie that there was a book about and I actually like the movie, I don't really bother with the book anymore. I like to. Okay, Good Omens. Remember you told me you're like, oh, you should watch the show. I had read the book way before the show came out, and I laughed my ass off at the comedy of freaking errors all over that book. Like the idiocy of the nuns that were really demons and the preachers and just a comedy of errors. And I'm watching the show and I'm like, it didn't translate. It did not. It just looked stupid and not well done and very B-rated. And I did not enjoy the film adaptation. The book was freaking off the hook ridiculous. Like just, it's like you're trying to could have been better.
You're trying to get an Armageddon, but you all are so stupid you can't even do that right. Like the book was hilarious. The movie, I was just like, oh, this sucks. This is horrible. Let me see. Oh, they're saying there's Silence of the Lambs. Yeah. There was another
Queen of the
one.
Dam was horrible when it went to screen. Really bad. That one was really bad.
Oh, the Sookie Stackhouse books. Yes, I did. And I prefer, that is one instance right there, T-Barb, where I prefer the HBO film adaptation to the book simply because, and I'm going to say it right here, and I don't mean for this to be a spoiler, but it's going to be in the HBO adaptation, one of my favorite characters was Lafayette. Oh my God, I freaking loved him. In the book, he dies like in the first or second, or he dies in the first book. I'm like, how the hell did you kill Lafayette? He's the best character in the world. And in the show, I love Lafayette. Loved him. Absolutely loved him. I was so sad when I found out that the guy that played Lafayette, he died a few years ago. I think he had cancer or something. And I was just so heartbroken because he was a damn good actor to pull off. Lafayette was like and she doesn't like True Blood at all. She thinks it's corny and stupid. But Lafayette was the cook at the bar where Sookie worked, transgender, total drag, drug dealer, gangster. It was just, he fucking nailed. It's like, imagine transgender, homosexual, drug dealing, gangbanger.
Was he badass?
He was, but then there's stuff that happens to him where he becomes psychic and he starts going crazy, and like he did that role so well. Like dirty mouth, like dirty, like perverted,
Yeah.
always messing with Sookie, but like he's not messing with her because he's gay.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just he did it so well. And then they killed him in the book, and like the first book, like I don't even know what chapter it was. They killed him. I'm like, what the hell? The hell kind of crap is this? So
Too late, lucky girl.
What-
She watched Vikings.
Vikings was good.
Oh, so good.
Oh my god!
I don't think I watched the whole
Girl,
thing though. I
they
think I got to
killed
season
That
5.
when I got to the
4?
end, how they
Don't spoil it.
she doesn't want me to spoil it for her, but I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? That show started really, really good. And when it
Did it get shitty after season 4?
I thought it got shitty after
slowed
Ragnarok, or what was his name? Not Ragnarok. What the guy's name was? Ragnar. Once he died, and his one crazy son that couldn't walk, he was like a Jeffrey Lannister. Yeah, he was a ugh. But after Ragnar died, it was like it just went like it still stayed good, but it was not as good as when Ragnar was there. But that guy was sexy too, the guy that played Ragnar. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I was telling Yoda yesterday. I'm like, girl, I've been living under a rock because I just realized how incredibly and insanely hot Henry Cavill is. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I'm like,
I've loved him since he was in Immortals.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I've never seen Immortals. I seen a tiny little snippet clip of Superman. And then when Johnny got me to watch The Witcher, I was like, that guy looks familiar. And then I saw him and I was like, oh dear Jesus.
He was even hot in The Witcher with
He was
gray
hot.
hair and leather pants. Tight.
Crazy eyes, nasty hair, looked like he crawled out of a dumpster. I'm like, you can't mess up that
Poor
beautiful.
acting. Oh my god, that was horrible.
Sunflower, do this. Google Henry
Cavill.
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 And tell me that man was not created in a lab, because he is absolutely beautiful. I have never seen the more beautiful man. The Lucifer, yes, I love him too. But over Lucifer and Henry hands down, all day, every day. Speaking of Lucifer, I was telling Yoda, as well as telling Johnny. Do you see what I'm saying, Sunflower? Swoon.
Not Patricia.
Look, Sunflower's like, Henry, oh yeah, swoon. I'm like, it's like,
Swoon.
Oh my God, girl.
Slam to the ground.
I was like, I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. Like, I was telling.
No, wait, you guys. Let me tell you something. And why is she telling me all this? Her discovery about Henry Cavill while Peanut is sitting on the other couch when I went to go pick her up,
because I was looking
and
on
he's sitting on his phone like this.
I was looking on Instagram. On Instagram, and they had a picture of Henry Cavill and that Momoa guy side by side, shirtless. And it was a poll, Henry or Momoa. And I was like, screw Momoa. I'm taking Henry all day, every day. Like,
yes, please.
Not like screw him, like forget you. Forget you, Momoa. It's Henry Cavill. Dude, there's something about
you, Momoa.
That little dimple that he's got right here on his chin, and that one crooked tooth is just like, please. So anyways, I was talking to Yoda, and I brought this conversation up to Johnny too. And I have discovered, and I have decided who I want to reincarnate as.
No.
When I reincarnate.
Oh my goodness.
I want to reincarnate as the devil. Like Lucifer himself. It's a wonderful idea.
Crickets.
It's a wonderful idea. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because you have a choice.
I'll be like, listen, God, universe, angels, whatever. I don't want to come back. Just put me down there. Make me the devil. Just let me be the devil.
For what purpose?
to torture evil people for the rest of eternity. That sounds like fun. Like, so we came up with the plan. Remember, you're like, okay, maybe not hell, but purgatory. I'm like, why purgatory? Oh my God.
Maybe you could be doomed to be the purgatory person who decides where all these iffy people get to go.
I was like, no, I just want to torture the really evil sons of bitches for
That's
all
what purgatory
eternity.
was for. You get to choose. Give them ultimatums. Okay, now you got to do this. We're not going to tell everybody what they have to put in the blender.
I had genius ideas of what I would do to certain people for
so that
things.
they could stay out of hell.
But for the rest of their eternal afterlife, they get to live that one certain thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, which is a horrific event at my creation until I get bored with it and decided to switch it up, or I get more creative. That was the plan. And I think I'm going to do it.
Let me see what is T-Barb saying.
T-Barb says,
Oh, Jason.
Momoa, Henry who?
Okay, T-Barb. Look up Henry Cavill, Cavill. Google that and tell me that man is not made in a lab.
Is it Cavile?
No,
Not
it's
Cavill. Right?
Cavill. Yeah. I've never seen the Saw movies. No, Marie.
Ew, those are scary.
Yeah,
Oh no, the Saw movies.
Saw movies were like
no bad. I was thinking
gore.
Chainsaw.
No,
Chainsaw Massacre was kind of creepy, like back hills,
inbred
shit. That's
No.
scary to me. Inbred stuff is scary.
But Saw, that's just like, that's psychotic gore. Like, no.
Debsy, How to Get Away with Murder. I probably saw it. I don't remember.
I remember watching that
The name
show,
sounds
but then I
familiar.
just stopped watching it.
I just recently saw the movie The Harder They Fall. That was good. Recommend.
And then we need to watch the one that they were recommending to us.
I love Idris Elba, so he's really handsome.
Nope.
Yep.
I'm done. Henry. It's only Henry for me from now on. I might even have to dump Lucifer. And he's hot too. I just like that he's a jerk. You know? I'm done. Let me see.
See, Debsy, Idris Elba, yummy. Yes, honey. Yes.
Yeah, he's British. Marie. He's
Drago. Yes, Jason Momoa was Drago. Yes.
Yeah, he was Drago in Game of Thrones.
That's when I first saw him, and I was like, "Yes, I will be."
That was in Game of Thrones, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I will be a mother of dragons. Yes.
Yeah, he was married to what's her name? Daenerys. And then he did Aquaman, and I was like, what the hell is this?
What?
He did Aquaman. I was like, we went to the movies to watch it because Peanut wanted to go see it. And that movie was with Johnny Depp's crazy wife.
Who is his crazy ex-wife?
The girl that played in Aquaman, the one with the crazy red hair.
Oh, she the abusive one or something?
Yeah, she's the one that's like
Supposedly
supposedly like, well, everybody's come out and said, even Johnny Depp's ex-wife that he cheated on with what's her face came out and said, I've never known him. And they were together for like a whole bunch of years, you know, and she's like, he's never been like that, you know? And everybody has always said that the girl is freaking wacko. Let me see. You're just falling for that curl on his forehead. Whose forehead? T-Barb?
Superman.
Oh, Superman? Oh God. He's perfect. Let me see him. Oh, is Colin in here? Is CG in here? CG! How are you? I haven't seen you in like forever. Hi, CG. We're just over here just bullshitting. Yoda's here.
Of course, because I'm here.
We're just sitting here bullshitting.
So we do.
Just talk, hang out, do nothing. Love you too, man. I haven't seen you in like forever. It must be the times that I come on. And also when I do come on, I haven't been on in a while. But I'm always like looking down, so I don't really see the chat. Deb, that's because his ears were ringing.
What did you say?
Deb says, "Hi, Colin. We're talking about hot men, and then you show up." Okay, CG. I'm going to ask you I'm going to put you on the spot. Jason Momoa or Henry Cavill?
Cavill.
You let me know.
Superman or Aquaman?
Yeah, Superman or Aquaman. Who takes the cake for hottest man in town?
Superman or Drago?
Gotta wait for CG to answer.
Immortals.
I still don't.
You gotta watch Immortals. That's a good movie.
Is that on Netflix?
I don't know. I have it on what is it called? On
Hulu?
On the what are they called anymore? On the disc.
Oh, DVD?
Jeez. DVD, yeah.
What's
Oh my
Immortals
gosh.
about anyways? Vampires or what?
No, it's about gods.
Gods.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of which god. He's a demi.
Okay, CG, we can't be friends anymore. CG saying Aquaman, but that's a really hard choice. Dang it, CG, I was hoping you'd say Superman. That's okay. You can have Aquaman and I'll take Superman. How about that?
I'll
I'm
take them
okay.
both.
No, you can't. No,
Yes, I can.
it's my Superman. It's my little Superman.
If they agree. Kidding, baby. Anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about movies and books, and
Then
somehow we got on to
because I
Who's
had the
cuter?
revelation of what a beautiful man he is, and now I just can't
who
erase.
would you rather?
I can't erase it from my head.
Yes, Sunflower. Henry played Superman.
He played
The
Superman,
new Superman.
the new one. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep. Yes,
Superman
ma'am.
versus Batman. Yep, that's him.
I got Johnny watching that show on. It's on Amazon. Bad Boys.
Oh yeah,
That show is so screwed up because Johnny likes superheroes and all that stuff, and so
Lisa Bonet is just Jason Momoa's wife.
yeah.
Lucky lady.
And Peanut had been watching Bad Boys, and I'm just sitting there like, you know, he's watching that stuff in bed, and I'm over there trying to like read a book, and I have my headphones on because I just don't want to be watching people get freaking blown up and murdered right before I go to bed.
I'm asleep.
And Peanut's like, ah! Like just cracking up. I'm like, what are you cracking up at? And he'll rewind. He's like, and it's this horrible scene. I'm like, how are you laughing at that? He's like, because it's funny. I'm like, what the hell? So I told Johnny, I was like, well, Peanut watched this one show and he really liked it, you know? So then finally Johnny got around to watching it. He's like, I loved it. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's such a screwed up show. I know CG likes that show too, the Bad Boys.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. That guy got on my nerves.
The Homelander? The one that's like Captain America? Homelander?
Yeah, that's how
He's
good he is.
Crazy. Crazy. Like that whole show is so screwed up. Yeah, see, I know that, CG, you love that show. I know that you love that show. So, yeah, it's
Yeah, Christopher Walken. There's something about him.
he freaks me out, dude.
Well, he freaks me out, but there's something about him.
He's a good actor. You know, I remember that one, what show was it? Joe Dirt. On Joe Dirt, where he was the janitor, but he was undercover because he was in the witness protection program and he was the janitor in the school. And he's like sweeping the floors and he's like, he just throws the broom up. He's like, you got a problem? Look, I don't like the look on your face. I don't like your tone. I was like, what the hell? He's just talking.
You almost sounded like him.
He's just talking to the wall. He's like, I don't like your tone. But he's got that look that he's like creepy. There was another one where he played, it was like something with angels, and he was bad.
He was bad.
He was
I
bad.
saw that one.
Was he Gabriel or
I don't remember the name of it, and
he was like an angel of some sort? And then there was one actress in there that no, I'm confusing.
You're confusing the movie. You're thinking of the one with
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Which is
Where the Gabriel was played by that woman that looks very androgynous.
Uh-huh.
It's not that one. There was one where he was like a fallen angel or something.
Yeah.
Christopher Reeves was.
Christopher
Walken's, yeah. But he's got that look where he just
I have a
looks
question.
crazy.
An actor or actress.
There he goes.
What?
Prophecy. Thank you, CG. The Prophecy.
Yeah.
That's the one we were talking about.
An actor or actress that's not like really attractive in the sense of like what
Standards of
standards of beauty.
Hollywood beauty.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you find really hot. So like somebody said Christopher Walken, right? He's not like right away hot, but there's something about him. I understand that because I've felt the same way. Like I'm not like, wow, he's hot, but I wouldn't discard him, right? If he asked me on a date, I'd be like, maybe.
I can't. My brain is stuck on Henry Cavill and I just can't let it go. I can't think of another person.
Oh my gosh. He's handsome though.
No, he's beautiful.
My question, okay.
Somebody
so
that's not beautiful.
he's not he's not included in this question.
Okay, let me think.
Someone that's not your typical,
Hollywood standard of beauty.
Anybody's standard of beauty.
See, I would say
Societal,
Keanu Reeves because he's a hermit. He's very intelligent.
He's handsome.
I think he's not well looking. He looks like he needs to eat
But
a donut.
he's more he's considered attractive by more people than not.
Okay.
So.
I'll tell you what though, I do not like this one kid that I do not find attractive. What's his face? The guy that played the Wolf of Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't like him. You know why? He looks like he's still stuck in a prepubescent age.
But that wasn't
His
the
face.
question. The question wasn't like, tell me who you can't stand.
Who I can't stand?
That wasn't the question.
What's the
somebody who has some kind of weird look, but you find him attractive.
Shit.
Let's see.
I don't even know all that many Hollywood.
Phone's gonna die. What is the chat?
Okay, the guy that plays Hopper.
Who's Hopper?
The cop guy on Stranger Things. And he was on Black Widow. He was also on Black Widow. He plays the Russian that was in the jail and he's trying to be a wrestler or whatever. Well, they bust him out of jail and he's like this fat and overweight and he's wearing one of those Mexican wrestler suits.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
He's not necessarily attractive. He's got a good looking face, so he doesn't fit the Hollywood standards of beauty because, they fat shame people like that in Hollywood, because Hollywood doesn't like fat people. But he's not conventionally. Gerard Butler.
I think he's handsome.
Gerard Butler looks like an asshole, though.
Someone said Sinbad. Okay, that's a good one.
Let me see.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Sunflower is
definitely
saying
a good
Charles Bronson, Andy and Brody.
Adrian
Brody.
Oh, my daughter thinks he's so handsome. He's got a odd nose.
Let me see who Adrian Brody is. Hold on.
But he's attractive.
Adrian. I don't even know anybody from Hollywood.
Oh, you'll know him when you see his face.
Oh, that guy.
He's cute. He's like
he's
sexy.
got a yeah.
Let's see what other names.
He's a good looking man. I don't see why he doesn't.
Charles Bronson.
Okay, hold on. Let me look.
Oh, you went way back.
I don't even know who that. I don't know who these people are.
Charles Bronson was old school, like back with Chuck Norris days.
Oh no, he's got that porn mustache.
Well, okay, these are people that look kind of certain kind of way. This is somebody else thinking they're attractive.
Okay.
That's the question. That we don't have
John
to agree with it.
Tortudo? Hold on.
Eric Roberts. Yes, that's
Okay.
a good one too, because he's got that weird
Who are these people?
creepy guy. Eric Roberts is. I
Oh,
think
he
Julia
looks like
Roberts' brother. He looks
like a serial killer.
Yeah, yeah. And
He's-
he's played like 4 roles, like bad roles, like a bad guy.
No,
you
this
know?
looks like a person that would chop you up and eat you.
Yes, but he has that
No.
dirty guy look. No,
He's
well,
got that serial killer, I'm gonna eat you. Hold on.
Well,
John
he-
Torturo.
This is the question was somebody who has a not handsome look, but is still you find him attractive in some crazy way. You know, that's the
Oh,
question.
this guy!
Who?
John I didn't know that that's what his name was, but the guy that
See,
plays
I gotta get close because I.
the
my
guy that
phone-
plays the thing in the oh god, the movie with
Oh,
the
that
bowling
guy,
ball.
yeah,
The
yeah.
bowling ball. Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay, go
Oh.
back to the chat. Let's see the other names. Okay, I see that.
You see. Charles Bronson.
I see the Bronson when he was younger.
Secret Window with Depp. I'm thinking CG. I'm thinking
Oh, I saw that.
Torturo in the Big Lebowski when he's like playing with the ball and he's like polishing, but he's got it between his and he's got that long cocaine nail. That movie is so freaking ridiculous. I love it. Yeah, Big Lebowski. Oh my gosh.
Will my charger reach over there?
You got to turn off that light.
But you need that light.
I think that's the only plugger in her. Oh man.
What are the names?
I don't know. I don't know much about celebrities at all.
Just if they're same.
If I just figured out who Henry Cavill or whatever
I
was,
might know the names.
that means I
though.
don't know who anybody is. I never. You want to hear something?
Oh,
fun?
Big Lebowski is what's his name? What's the name of the actor?
Oh God, I forget his name. See, I don't know actors and actor. I just know their faces.
You
and
guys, what's the name of the
guy
actor
that
in
plays the Big Lebowski. The name of the actor that plays the Big Lebowski. Johnny has your tarot cards has one guy in the tarot cards, and I was like, oh my God, that looks like so and so because it looks like him.
The guy from the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, I'm telling you, your tarot card deck, there's a person in there that looks like Jeff Bridges.
Remember when we went to that concert, and there was a guy there that looked like the Big Lebowski?
That was the concert over in Point Loma on the bay.
The guy in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, not Johnny Depp, the other guy.
Oh, the Hispanic guy. He's been in other movies too. Let me see.
John Leguizamo?
Is that no? It's not John Leguizamo. Let me see.
Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
I think he's hot too. Oh, you guys, I agree with a lot of these. I actually think Benicio del Toro is attractive. Not just, I don't think he's ugly and attractive. I just think he's hot.
I have no idea.
Who's Starman?
Don't know. You want to hear something funny? I never once in my life.
Funny haha or?
No, funny haha. I don't think funny haha. You're probably gonna think like funny, like what the hell is wrong with you?
Bitch, you crazy?
Yeah, I have never once in my life thought that Brad Pitt was like drop dead hot. Not even in his younger years when he was like in Fight Club or when he was in that one.
Fight Club is when I thought he was the cutest because he was so damn crazy.
When
Oh
even
my, is that weird?
with on the movie with the two ladies that ran the car off the
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise, he was. I have never looked at Brad Pitt and gone, "Wow, he's hot." And it's something about this part right here of his face that I'm just like,
Oh no.
I don't. Yeah, I know. See, people think I'm crazy. Oh, is Jen Lynn in here?
No. Yes.
Hi, Jenny. Yeah,
Hey,
she's finding
Jen.
Big Bird attractive. Yes.
Big Bird.
See, people think
I
I'm
can
crazy.
see that. Just kidding.
People think I'm crazy. I have never looked at
Come
Brad
on,
Pitt and
Jen
been like,
Lynn. You got to find some actor, celebrity.
I've never looked at Brad Pitt and gone, he's freaking hot, and people think I'm nuts. They think I'm freaking crazy. Let me see.
How do you read that?
Well, I gotta get up close.
Well, can't you bring it closer? Or will that
But-
make us all zoomed in?
That'll make us all zoomed in, and I look like a bag of smashed dog shit right now.
Well, at least it's pixelated.
Oh, I was telling Jen
Hey, Jen.
that there's parody accounts of Big Bird trolling Ted Cruz on Twitter.
Legends of the Fall. Yeah. Big Bird
And-
for Senate.
It's Big Bird for Senate. Cookie Monster's his campaign manager.
You're not the only one.
And
Becca,
he's-
I'm offended.
Yeah, because I've never thought Brad Pitt was a good looking man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have totally different tastes.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Sylvester Stallone.
Never.
I thought he was handsome when he was young.
Nope.
Okay, here's another one. Celebrities that improved with age. How's that? Let's see. I asked the question and I can't think of one.
I'm totally in the minority. There's Sunflower. Brad Pitt is handsome. Like, no, he's not. Not in my eyes. I don't.
You are in the minority.
I am
because
the
he's,
super
he's one
minority.
of the ones that just is
George Clooney.
symmetrical and all that.
George Clooney. Yep. George Clooney.
Improved with age. Yes. Yes. He's kind of gumpy. Tom Selleck. Yes.
Robert Downey Jr. Hands down. I love that man. He's freaking nuts. Even though
Well,
he looks
I
really
thought he
short.
was. I thought he's big. I thought he was. What movie did I see him in when he was young? Long time ago, he came on the movie with the blonde lady. He was young. He was like what 19 or
Back
something.
when he was like a crackhead. and
I
all
think
coked
before
out.
crackhead. He was a kid. Dave what? Grohl? Not sure who that is. You know who I think is so attractive, you guys, and I don't know if who is it. My daughter, or my sister, just like, how do you see Liam frickin' Neeson?
I'm gonna
I
look that
think
up.
he is so handsome. I always have.
How do you spell it?
I probably reach his knees. I don't know. Liam, Liam Neeson. And oh, is it EA or EE?
I think he's a good looking man.
Oh my god!
You know who else I think is a
and
good
his voice, you guys, it just
You know
it's
who else I think
ridiculous. Oh my gosh!
You
he's
know who else I
having
think
a
is a good looking man?
Oh, him, yes, yes.
What's his name?
He's Hispanic. I don't remember his name. Pablo something. Mandalorian Pablo. Say Pablo.
No, it's not Pablo Pascal.
Pascal. Yeah, told you.
He's not conventionally handsome man because
Yeah,
look,
because his nose.
his
is
nose,
Like,
he's
looks
got
like
the
it's been broken
forehead.
a couple
Yeah,
times. Yeah,
his-
attractive. Yeah.
he was on Game of Thrones too. He got killed. You raped her. You killed her, and then he got freaking murdered.
And he was on that drug
Narcos,
Yeah, he was the
but he's from the side.
was
He looks
the
like he's
guy
got
from
more of-
the other Game of Thrones. He was that exotic guy. with
He's the one. Yes, he's like, you raped her, you
Okay,
killed her,
that-
and then they killed him. Then he got killed. They were doing like a fight off with swords and shit, and he got killed. Pablo Pascal. He's very handsome. Oberon Martel.
Wait, from did we miss anybody?
Well, I gotta scroll up. Let me see. Hold on. Oberon Martel. Hold on.
Well, you should have scrolled up to
Well-
who was next.
I'm not gonna do that.
Well, that's how you lose track of.
Oh, that's the name of the character, Oberon Martel. Okay. Who's Sean Bean? Oh, yeah. He
He's
was on,
hot though.
He
This
was,
guy-
yeah, he was on Game of Thrones too.
That's the.
He was the dad that got, yep.
I
he was-
think the incestuous brother is hot. I've seen him in a.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've seen him in a movie. Gosh, what it was. Headhunters, you guys. Is it Headhunters? You guys got to watch it. If you
What's
don't
that
listen
about?
to me about any other movie, and I think it's in another language. I don't know what language is, Dutch or something like that, but it is a good movie. It's
Who didn't get whacked? Let me see. Arya Stark didn't get whacked. Jon Snow didn't
Jon
get
Snow.
whacked. Bran didn't get whacked. The other sister, the one that was always like, the one that was always crying, she didn't get whacked. So none of the Snows got whacked. Well, the real Snows, because the guy that got whacked wasn't really his father. That was like his adoptive father.
Good night,
So-
Sunflower.
So the Snows didn't get whacked. The
Who's this guy?
Lannisters,
There's one more,
Mads,
and then there's one more.
let me see. The Lannisters minus the little guy, they all got whacked. So there was quite a few people that didn't get whacked on Game of Thrones.
From Dawn.
Let me see. We're looking up your person, Miss Lady. Oh yeah, that guy looks like a
Yes.
serial killer too. Miss Lady. He looks like he would skin you alive
This
and
is,
keep you alive and then
um,
eat you while you're still alive and dying.
He's the okay, what is the character you asked about it with the what is he in? The show that he's in. My brain just went
Good
blank.
night, Sunflower.
Hannibal.
Oh yeah, the new Hannibal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No wonder I said he looks like a serial killer that would skin you alive and eat you while he's skinning
What's
you
the
alive.
name of the actor in Peaky Blinders? You guys ever watch Peaky Blinders? Good show. My daughter watched it, and geez, that show was pretty good. Blinders, yeah. That guy. What's his name?
I don't know, but he looks like he eats people too.
Yeah. He has that weird look, but he's
What's his name? God damn it.
someone will know it. I bet you. Peaky Blinders.
CG probably knows.
Irish or Scottish. I don't know what they are.
Daniel Craig. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
Who is that?
007. The new one.
Oh, the new guy? Eh.
Yeah, Daniel Craig is very handsome older gentleman.
Nope, I'm ruined for life, dude. I'm telling you guys. Henry, what's his face, has ruined me. Forever.
Edward Norton.
Edward,
He is not
no.
ugly. He's hot.
Edward, I haven't seen him in a movie in like forever.
But you know what? Yeah, he was kind of goofy looking right at the when he first came out.
And then he got all buffed out for American X.
Oh yeah, that made him hot.
But he looks like a geek.
Alexander Skarsgård. Who's that?
Oh, Miss Lady said Tom Hardy, the guy from Peaky Blinders. Miss Lady answered. Thank you, Miss
Oh,
Lady.
No, that's not his name.
That's not his name?
No, but Tom Hardy's hot. But Tom Hardy's hot. Like
Okay, CG is saying Cillian Murphy in Peaky Blinders. Let me look. Cillian Murphy. Yeah, that's his name, Cillian
him?
Murphy. I typed
oh
the
yeah,
name
yeah,
in.
that's him.
Yeah, she likes the guy that looks like
And
a
look
killer.
at Tom Hardy. Yeah, Tom Hardy's.
Let me see. Tom Hardy. Wasn't that a clothing brand back in the day? Like it was done by a tattoo. Yes, Tom Hardy was a clothing brand because I have a scarf that has Tom Hardy on it. It was like by a tattoo artist. Oh, that's the guy that plays Venom.
Yeah, he's in some.
He plays Venom.
Yeah.
I like Venom. Are those tattoos real? Is that ink real? Or is that just like
I don't
a...
know. So are there any gentlemen in here that find any ladies? Is this all ladies?
It's ladies'
One
night.
gentleman.
It's ladies' night. Okay, let me see. Aiden Turner. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up, Jenny, because I have no idea who that is. Aiden.
Well, even if it's ladies, how about a lady actress or celebrity that looks different and not your average beauty,
Oh.
but has an appeal?
Oh. Nice. Sorry, Jen, but I'm ruined. That's it. I am ruined.
What did Jen say? As pole dark or in being human?
Huh?
Jen said something. Is that a person?
Oh, lucky girl. Ed Hardy was the clothing line. Okay. I don't know. I just had a thing. I bought a scarf because it had like stuff on there that looked like tattoo artwork.
My phone doesn't reach.
But I remember Hardy being on it. I still have that scarf, I think, somewhere.
Look up who this person that Jen Lynn said.
Who?
Well, the last name's Poldark.
I already did.
Oh, who was it?
I didn't recognize him. I don't know anything about celebrities.
Oh my gosh.
You're talking to the person that used to think that Brad Pitt was not ever hot. I don't know. And that's why my sweater says hot mess Paris, not Hermes Paris, hot mess Paris. Hot mess. As a hot mess.
Oh yeah, he's handsome.
Maybe I don't recognize him from anywhere.
He's not ugly. That looks handsome.
Don't recognize him.
Halle Berry.
Haven't
You think
seen her.
she's not good looking, but has a appeal. Who was the tattoo? Charlize Theron. Oh my god, in Monster. Yeah, well, but she's an actual attractive woman.
Yeah.
She was just made unattractive for that movie. Oh, so the guy that plays the vampire in Dracula, I think he's
The guy, okay. I haven't seen Dracula.
okay. Dracula, I don't know his name though.
I have no idea.
Got a different look, but I guess you could say he's attractive.
Nope. I am ruined. I am telling you, I am absolutely ruined.
There it is. Untold. Dracula Untold.
Let me see. What does he look
Let
like?
me find him.
I don't know.
Search Dracula Untold. Luke Evans.
See, let me see a picture.
He looks weird there, but in the movie, because it takes place back in those times, he's got the different look, you know? He looks way better there.
Nope.
Oh, well, I'm ready for bed.
Me too. It's 10:30. It's 10:30. I got a good nap. This one didn't.
I'm on 3 hours of sleep, and I'm going on a hike at 5 a.m.
Because she's crazy. She's going to go on a hike and I'll be like,
I'm not crazy. This is what I do on the weekends.
sleeping. I'll be sleeping. So tomorrow, like we said earlier, for those that are just now chiming in, Yoda's going to be filming some videos from her hike tomorrow morning and then posting videos about where we're at here on the ranch. If you haven't seen the videos, she has a few up already.
Yeah.
on her channel, so you guys can go check that out. It's really cool. I might get my hair cut tomorrow, you guys, because I look like
You guys, I didn't know her hair was so long. Show them your hair. Last time I remember her hair being like maybe to here.
it's like down there.
She's looking like a hippie from the 60s.
Look at this. Look, cousin it right here,
Cousin
dude.
it. Look at that.
I'm like freaking cousin it right
And
now.
she's got the silver going on back here. It's cool.
All I need is
Found a
give me your glasses, dude. Give me
No.
Yoda, put it right here.
Oh.
So I can be like cousin it.
It's a cute.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Wait, you can still see my face. Hold on.
No, I couldn't.
There you go. Cousin it.
Is that what cousin it is?
Cousin it is just a ball of hair that just you like. Do I look like cousin it, you guys?
You look like some.
Well, I need to
some
grow
it.
it out. I need to grow it out longer because cousin it
Isn't it long, you guys?
was just hair. I don't think
Oh.
anybody's ever seen him because he's just hair. So yeah, I'm getting some of this chopped off tomorrow. It was supposed to happen today, but then it didn't happen today.
Somebody I used to know.
That's what I should have been for Halloween.
I know.
Just
if
not
I'd
have
known
done my
your
hair.
was that long. Well, I don't really
Just
know
not
cousin
done
it.
my hair and just put it over. Well, then I wouldn't have been able to read the cards.
But look, you make people laugh. You would have been able to like just open a little opening
A little
through the
hole.
glasses. Yeah. Cousin
Like
it.
that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, wouldn't that have been funny? Wow.
Let me see. Bye bye Wednesday. Hello, cousin.
That
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Be like, no, Leah, just trim that like this much because I gotta grow it down to my feet so I can just be cousin it next year for
Oh my
Halloween.
gosh, that was great.
It's horrible.
I can't believe how long it is, you guys. So
Yeah.
long.
I was talking because our friend that we're visiting here, she's a hairdresser, and I was talking to her about because Yoda was looking at my hair and it's really like not white, but
There's a patch here in the middle that you guys.
It's silver.
White. It's white.
silver, right? But it's under all this brown stuff, so it's like I look like
No, it's not under there. Oh no, it's under silver, and then you open it, you spread it out, and it's like white. Like she's gonna have white hair, like Rebecca,
like my mom.
Yes, she's gonna have.
But that'll be like in my
Oh, white hair.
60s, 50s, 60s.
Not long.
But
Not long.
so I was talking to her because I wanted to because
It looks cool.
I was like, man, I look like a trash panda because it's just so all different colors because I haven't colored my hair in like, I think I'm going on 4 years now. And then she talked me out of it. She's like, don't do it. Because
Well, put your hair down.
oh, okay, wait, put my hair in front of my face
No.
again?
Just I don't know. I just thought you looked like a queen of some kind of forest queen. Wow.
Yeah.
Now you really look like a witch.
Wait. Now I'm gonna look like that witch from the freaking Blair Witch Project right now. Hold on.
Something. Yeah,
Wait,
Blair
hold on.
Witch.
Hold on. Let me Blair Witch myself right now.
Oh my God. No, I like to. You gotta show a little of your face. It's
Oh.
too big, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
I'm coming to get you, little children. That hurt my head. But she talked me out of doing anything to my hair. She's like, no, and I was like, okay. And so just cut it. Wait, where's my clipper? Oh, there it is. So, all right. Well, we gonna take our asses to bed.
Yes.
It was fun.
It was
chit-chat.
fun. It was nice
So-
chatting with you guys again.
So I guess start a new channel for book club. And I don't know how many people are here that read books that would
Even if you don't read, just listen. It was fun, right? I've stopped reading books. I read every now and then. And
And if you guys know of any other book that's kind of like this one that makes you think like, what the F, please let me know. Recommend. Because this so far has got me very intrigued just because of the, oh my God, can you imagine if that really happened? You'd be so fucked. So thank you everybody for hanging out. We'll be on watch for us on Yoda's tomorrow. She'll be posting videos. We might try to go live. We'll see how we feeling tomorrow. And yeah. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for being on, you guys. That was fun.
Thanks for hanging out
Putting up with us.
and talking
More
smack.
silliness.
And for the record, Superman, not Aquaman. Okay, bye, everybody.
Drago.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
I forgot his name on Thor, so I won't be. I know he was on Thor and he was the gatekeeper. What was their planet?
I don't even know. Oh, the guy that plays Thor?
No, he wasn't Thor. He was in that movie and he was the gatekeeper. Okay, somebody in your house to know who was the gatekeeper that Idris Elba played. What was the name? Does anyone know? Anyone?
Did CG leave? Because CG would know. CG would know, but I think he left.
Dang it.
Dang it. When we need CG, he's gone. He's gone. Well, shit. Well, we're going to have to Google.
I know.
Okay,
I
everybody.
could have done that.
We're going to go
Good
away
night.
for real now. Mwah. Bye. Hasta luego.